Hi, my name is Lee Stranahan. I'm the former lead investigative reporter at Breitbart News. And by the way, I've had strokes, so forgive my voice. Shortly after the assassination attempt on President Trump, I made a suggestion that the RNC should fund a separate committee to investigate the assassination attempt. I'm going to redouble that today. I'm going to say again, as the FBI is leading the investigation, and as Comer has announced that on Monday, the committee to investigate this in Congress is going to come out. I'm going to say once again, I really think there needs to be an independent, probably funded by the RNC or funded by Trump or funded by Elon Musk, but independent investigative committee to look into this assassination. Now, my friend Jason Goodman asked a question. He said, well, is that legal? So I'll answer the question, yes. What I'm proposing is legal. And let me explain how I think this should operate and the metaphor I should use. Basically, I think this committee, who should be experts, subject matter experts, brought in, like experts on sniper tactics and so on, would be independent politically. So the problems with the FBI investigation, first off, is I don't trust them. And I think a lot of Americans don't trust them. And the problem with Congress's committee is the Democrats are going to be involved. They have to be. So, and the Democrats are going to use the committee hearings, we've seen this before, to obfuscate, that's a tough word, to lie about, with strokes, you can't say obfuscate. See, I can't say it. So they'll lie about this thing and confuse the issue. Now, by the way, I don't think the FBI and Congress should not investigate. And this independent committee would be able to use the material that they get in the committee in Congress or the FBI and use it. What I think they should operate as journalists, basically. I think this independent committee should pursue an approach as a journalist. That method. I'm not saying it should be journalists, although I think one or two could be good. But as a journalist, when I cover an event, I can't subpoena people. I can't force people to talk to me. But in a lot of events, there's no shortage of people who are willing to talk. And again, at this event, there's a lot of people who would be willing to talk to this committee. And so I'm going to recommend one person who I think would be great on this. And because the one thing I think this committee could do is it could run down things that the Congressional Committee and the FBI investigation won't look into. There's lots of issues, such as how high up did the decisions about Trump security go? That's a very good question. And they might be able to get to the bottom of that. They also definitely could get to the bottom of things that the committees I don't think will pursue, such as a second shooter. Now, by the way, let me say, right now, I do not believe there is a second shooter. I've not seen sufficient evidence to convince me. But I do think it should be run down because enough people are talking about it where people deserve an answer. Now, so someone I would recommend for this is my friend Tyler Nixon. Tyler Nixon's a friend. He's also a great, I've interviewed him many times. He's an attorney. And he is a staunch Republican and a Trump supporter, I believe. Although I assume he is, but also he's a JFK assassination expert, and I think the reason that's important is the experience with the JFK assassination and the Warren Commission. That's key, because the Warren Commission, when it's put together, had Alan Dulles on it. Now, anyone who knows anything about JFK and Alan Dulles, former CIA director, would know that's like doing a commission on the assassination attempt that's headed up by Hillary Clinton and James Comey. Look into Alan Dulles. It makes no sense. So I think the skepticism and the awareness of what can go wrong is why an JFK assassination expert on this independent committee would be important. Now, by the way, this independent committee doesn't need permission. Anyone could do this. Anyone could do this. It's There's nothing keeping it from happening. So I really hope someone takes this idea and runs with it. By the way, I'll volunteer. If they want a journalist who's proven to do good work in the past on many stories, such as Russiagate, the Pickford Black Farmer scandal, and so on, I'd be more than willing to be on such a committee. I probably shouldn't be the spokesman because I'm spazzy. Sorry. But, my brain's still in here, unlike Joe Biden. So there you go. That's my idea. What do you think? Why don't you talk about it in comments?